Race number 2 of 3 on the day, second chance 5K up at St. Michael's. It's the first time I got to do this race. Been wanting to do it for a while. Got the double up going on. Finished 4th overall in 1846, 80.86, I think is what it was. I don't know, whatever. I know I was 4th. Should have been 3rd or better. It's a pretty easy course to actually follow. 210 feet a gain is what I got. Nothing drastic. Basically along roads, and then you head in like the South Fork Dam area. So very easy to follow. It's an out and back per se. Some good competition. I think the kid who won was like 16 minutes. Nowhere near what I'm capable of doing. So I'm glad my expectations going in were actually pretty low. I wasn't trying to turn and burn at this race. I really thought I didn't have a chance to win even coming in. So I was planning on taking it easy and just let things play out unless something was handed to me. So I had that mindset going in. So that was a pretty good strategy. So it starts at this one little park in South Fork, right before the Long Barn business, right across between the Long Barn and the fire hall there along the main street. There's that little park. I forget what it's called. Start and finish there. They have all kinds of stuff. They have like some food vendors there and some 50-50 and some raffles and stuff. They had Chopper from the Tomahawks and Thumper that's a heart. This is the medal they gave out. Pretty nice little medal. And this is my first place, 40 to 49. They actually doubled us up for some reason. So like top 5 got the medals, and then they did age group and they doubled us up, which I didn't really want. I wasn't expecting, but they gave us that. So it's kind of weird. I'd rather just take the top 5 engraved medal and then bump somebody down in the age group to give somebody else a medal, but that's how they do it. So started off probably 5th or 6th, and then moved up a little bit. So you're running like 7/10-ish along the main road. So you have to be careful because you're on the right-hand side of the road. There's traffic, and the traffic's to your back because you're on the right-hand side. So you're on like the guardrail side of traffic, with the traffic coming from behind you. So you have to be careful that there's no idiots bumping people off, picking people off, because you can't see what's coming. I moved in the 4th, a couple tenths in. Not sure when I moved into 3rd. It might have been before we make the right-hand turn in like the entrance of the South Fork Dam area, like the parking lots. I was feeling pretty good. Maybe not 100% from the first race that I did this morning, but still had plenty of juice left in me. I know people were talking about a big hill, and I was like, I don't know, whatever. You know, I like my hills. So we did it. You go around the 2 parking lots. So we go around the one parking lot, I guess is the lower one. That's where we get dropped off at for Path of the Flood race, if you're familiar with that. Like right by the overlook of where the dam used to be. That's where that is. And we do like a teardrop loop around there because that's what the shape of the parking lot is. I was like, oh, that's not bad. I was thinking that was the hill, not knowing the course. And I was 3rd there. I thought I was within striking distance of 2nd. And as we came out of the 2nd parking lot, or the 1st parking lot, a couple tenths, I got passed by the one guy who finished 2nd overall. I was like, whatever. I still got juice. I'll get them later. So I wasn't too excited about passing him yet, because I was looking at my watch we're still a little shy of a mile and a half in. So I was like, all right, so we still have to add something somewhere. And then that's when we hit the upper parking lot. Make another right-hand turn once we get to that location. And that's actually the steep hill of the race. That's probably where like 130, 150 feet of the gain come from, out of the 210 come from. And it is, I don't want to say it's real steep, but it's steep enough because you're coming off like a sharp turn. It's not like a gradual curve in the road that you're going up. It's a sharp turn. And I just feel like you lose so much momentum when you do that. So I did lose some going up it. I'm like, whatever. I still got plenty of time to make a move because that might have been like 1.6, 1.7 into the race. And then when you do another teardrop, circle around in that upper parking lot before coming right back down and then heading out the same way you came into the South Fork Dam area. And when I was going around that upper parking lot, the kid who finished third was cramping a little bit. I was like, all right, we got him. I passed him. So I moved from fourth to third there. I was like, all right, let's see, starting to think about, trying to pick off second. I was still within striking distance, and I'm like, all right, you're feeling good. You still had enough juice where I could throw a kick down. So I was just like picking my moment because I didn't want to do it that early and repass him and not have anything left near the finish. So we bottomed out of the hill, exited the entrance to the South Fork Dam, and we did that like last 7/10 left into the race. The kid who finished third was maybe 10 seconds behind me. I was like, all right, I can hold him off if need be. Still feeling pretty good. And I was getting ready to start to kick a little bit and push a little bit harder to see if I could catch the guy who finished second. And I saw him almost get hit by a truck that wasn't even paying attention, pulling out from a side street. He had to swerve around him. And then as the guy was like passing me, I gave him one of I threw my arms up and just looked at the dude like what's your problem type deal. And when I did that, like my stomach just like turned instantly. Like, I don't know if it was just the movement or if it was just that point in the race and I just started like choking and getting sick. And that was like 2.6, 2.7 range. And I was trying to like maintain it and keep it down, but I just started gagging. My throat felt dry. I know that's usually when I get sick, so maybe it was just a coincidence that I threw that up, but it seemed like it happened instantaneously. And then I actually had to stop for a second or two to regain my composure. And that's when I got passed back up by third place. And then from there, I was just like, whatever. I'm just going to finish fourth and be done with it. Since I wasn't going to win, it really didn't matter to me. Because I was still, I was just figuring I was first in my age group. I didn't know they did top 5. Not that it matters either way. So then I just cruised into the finish line from there. Talked to some people, hung out with some people. They did have chocolate milk and some water at the finish line. Drank a Fit Aid, so I'm recovered for tonight's race. A little behind on nutrition because I've only eaten a Nugo bar and some crackers this morning and a generic Great Value Gatorade so far. So I got to get some actual food in me. Other than that, that's about it for the race. I did video it afterwards as I was leaving. I was like, I'll just video it, make another quick loop back and video it so you could see the course itself. If you're interested, it's a pretty straightforward course. The course actually looks a little bit, when I was looking at it on the map, looked a little bit harder to follow than it actually was once you ran it. Or maybe they changed it to make it easier. I don't know. But from what I've seen from past years, it just seemed like it was going to be harder than it actually was. Because you really didn't need any volunteers or anything to point you in the right direction. That's how straightforward it was, even on an open course. Because there's really only one turn. That's the entrance to the park. Well, other than that, it was a good crowd, fun crowd. Again, they had, you know, some mascots there, raffles and food. It's an all-around good time. So if you get a chance, check it out. Again, they do cool medals. So that's cool. I never had one of these before. Gingerbread timed it. I still feel good right now. I think my strategy so far is going to allow me to try to get an age group tonight. So we'll see how race number 3 goes, and we'll take it from there.